Everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and I'm back with you today to do the next two prompts in the 50 Stack Challenge 3 that is being hosted by Amy with Crafty Cat. And she, on Monday, draws out two prompts, and you're to make a piece of ephemera or some sort of art using each of those prompts. She has made the prompts this time with the intention of making Christmas ephemera for, to prepare everybody for making journals and such during Christmas. But they are generic enough that you do not have to do Christmas makes. You can do, whatever kind of makes that you want to that fit within, as long as you use the prompts. So I have been making little pieces of ephemera that fit in my little box here. Most of mine so far have been Christmas oriented. I do have a couple that are more related to fall. I think this one could be more fall related than Christmas. And then I also have this one that is more just winter, general winter related rather than, just the holiday. So whatever you want to make, as long as you use the prompts, then, go for it. So today, the two prompts for this week were wreath and holiday decoration. So obviously, wreath covers a lot of different holidays and seasons and whatever. And of course, holiday decoration could be any holiday. It doesn't have to necessarily be Christmas. So I am going to do kind of a fall inspired for the wreath side, and then I am doing Christmas inspired for the holiday decoration. So I have pre-prepared a few things so that we're not forever, we don't have a forever long video. This is just a piece of flashcard that I took a piece of scrap from Tailor Made Journals from one of her fall kits that I had in my scrap box, and I just covered one side. I'm going to leave the flashcard on the other side because I want, I want it to be known that it was a flashcard, so I'm going to leave it like that. And then I had a couple of tags left from the fall kit as well, and I'm gonna put these on here to resemble tags, but they're not going to be functional tags. So the first thing I'm going to do is poke a hole. No, I don't want that hole. I want this hole because I'm going to use a grommet, a small grommet. So I'm going to poke a hole in here. And then I'm going to put this little goober on here. And then I'm going to put this little grommet in here. And I'm using kind of a coppery color because I think that's kind of fall looking. And I have that on the big side, so let me switch that around. And guys, I apologize for my camera being so far off. Last time I must have at some point hit it when I was turning it on, and I did not realize it. And of course, once you get a video made, it's made, and it's kind of hard to go back and make an adjustment at that point. So I do apologize for that. I'm trying to do better this time. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Sometimes it's hard when you have the camera over your head and you can't see, and I don't have that little setup where you can watch on the iPad what you're doing on camera. Yeah, I don't have that. So, my filming capabilities are very, very elementary. So sometimes I get out of whack and don't realize it. And I'm not a tall person anyway, and so I can't even see my camera, or, you know, what's in my camera. After I start it, I actually have to kind of stand on my stool or put my knee on my stool, and so I can get up high enough to even see what's in frame when I start the video. So I'm definitely height challenged. Okay, so let's ink around those. And I'm using ground espresso to do that. And these are just printed on just regular printer paper. Like I said, they are leftovers, and so they had not been backed with anything, you know, with the stiffer paper or anything. So they're perfect for what I want to do with them, since I'm not really using them as a tag. Alright, so if I do this one kind of like this, and I do this one like this, because I want to make sure I have this wreath. This is a Tim Holtz die. It's a two-parter, and I did one in kind of a green color and one in kind of a brown color. And I want it to go over the birds here, so I'm going to make sure that I get this at the right place so that I can get the bird in there good. Bring it down just a little, so it's going to be kind of like that. Alright, so this needs to be pretty much at the top at an angle. Do I want to put a little piece of string in there? Yeah, I think I do. Just a little. I don't think I have any. My little junk drawer here. That color would be pretty. It's kind of a gold embroidery thread. Sound like I had a mouthful of marbles trying to say that. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best choice, considering it's trying to come undone already. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll put Instead of trying to put them both through, I'll just put one through. I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. There we go. We'll just kind of tie it in a knot. Since it really has no function. Okay, now we'll glue that on. And of course now my glue is going to act weird because I let it sit there without the pin in it. Okay, and then this little guy, this is a beautiful kit that she has. I think I got it last year. Do I want to put the green on top? Yeah, I think I'm going to put the green on top. All right, so let's glue that down. Oops, I didn't put any string in this one. See if I can get it in there real quick when my glue dries. Okay, I'm going to put it down and then I'll worry about tying the knot. Okay, now let's put the brown. Green. Okay, now I have this little piece of paper right here that's got a stamp on it, and it is, looks like this came from Hobby Lobby at some point. that somebody got it on clearance. But I believe that I got it at a thrift store. It is by Hero Arts, but it has all these fall words on it. And I thought it would be cute kind of down here in the corner. And I just stamped it on some coffee dyed paper and used my decal trimmer around the edges to get kind of a rough edge, and then inked it with ground espresso. And I'm just going to put that right there. And then to finish it off, I have these two little leaves that have kind of the coppery stitching in here, which is why I picked the copper to go in the holes up there. So I'm going to put one of those kind of here. And then I'm going to put one up here. And this is actually like a ribbon. I think I've got a piece over here where I cut it off, and I'll show you what it looks like. That I got at a local scrapbook place here in town. And then this is just a little paper flower. I like using these because they're flat and they don't cause too much bulk. And I'm going to put that right there. And that way our little birdie's just peeking right out from behind the wreath a little bit. Let me see if I have a piece of that. I thought I laid my scrap over here to put it back. Here it is. Alright, so this is what it looked like. It's just was, you know, like ribbon, and you bought it by like the yard. And I just cut the individual leaves off, but they're made kind of like a felt. And then they have the stitching in there. So there is our wreath, all finished. I think that turned out pretty cute. So now let's work on the ornament one. Oh, I was going to put a piece of this washi just because it's green and I wanted to tie the green in down here. I wanted to tie this green in with this green. So I'm just going to put a little piece of washi there. And that's a Tim Holtz washi. Okay, now we're done. Alright, let's move that one over and let's work on this one. For this one, I have this paper, which I think came from Hobby Lobby, and it's been quite a while, so I don't know for sure that it's still available, but my guess is that it is because they never changed their stock, which is why I pretty much have quit going there, because I don't have anything against them. They just never have anything new. So I always feel like it's a wasted trip. Alright, so this is obviously a computer punch card. And I'm going to make my little journal card out of this. It's going to be the backing. So do I want to make? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. Not that, this. Oh, that was terrible. Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Get rid of this so I'm going to have that ink all over everything. Alright. Still not perfect. It'd be alright. Alright, so let's trim my paper down here. Scissors, scalpel, clamp. And obviously my Christmas decoration is ornaments, tree ornaments. And my favorite tree ornament is mercury glass. And so I've made kind of a faux mercury glass ornament. I always look for the vintage ones. They're hard to find. Everybody likes them. Oh, I'm gonna round those corners. And they're quite expensive if you can find the vintage ones, but you can find newer ones. Shiny Bright still does make ornaments, or at least someone does under that name. But the vintage ones are definitely my favorite. Alright, so I have this little digital that I'm going to put in the back just to kind of break up the background a little bit. And it is the front cover of a Shiny Bright ornament box. Or it's not the front cover, but you know, it's a digital of the front cover for the Shiny Bright box, vintage one. Okay, now let me get this out of the way for the ornaments. So this is a 10 volts die. It's an old one because it's a big die that has 2 different size ornaments on it. And so I cut those out, and I'm using the longer one because it fits on my tag better. And then I ran it through an embossing folder to get the pattern on it. And then to make it look more like mercury glass, you can see that, I used a black distress crayon and went over it and smeared it in. And then I used this crackle stamp, and I used this splatter stamp here with some permanent ink and just kind of splattered it to kind of get that mercury glass look. Okay, so we're going to put this guy on here. And then I made these two smaller ones, two smaller circles, and I think I'll do them like this. And all they are is a circle, you know, cut out with a circle punch. And then I used the crackle stamp and put it in embossing glaze and stamped on it and embossed it with clear embossing powder. And that gave the crackle look. And then I just took my white gel pen and made the little lines so that it would, you know, have a more speared look rather than just a flat circle. And then I cut these little toppers out of a scrap piece that was left after I cut this. So I'm going to glue those on so our ornaments have little tops on them. Okay. Again, I'm not going to put anything on the back of that because I think that is a fine writing surface. So I'm not even going to be concerned with that. Then we're going to glue our ornaments in place, which again, I think I'm going to put one here and one about here. And then actually that one may be a little higher. And then one about there as far as placement goes. I could also do, if I wanted to, that may be better actually. That way you can see more of the shiny bright box. Okay, I think I'm going to do it like that. Did I do that on the right side? Yep. All right, so do that one there. Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. I keep moving it and I can't decide what I want to do. Okay, and then let's cut this off. Now, I want to take this washi tape And I want to hang the ornaments from the washi tape. Get my little okay, so there's that one. And then let's do maybe the gold. This one. Here. All right, that end piece right there is not sticky, so we're gonna try again. Add something, another piece of paper or something stuck on the back of it. Okay, miss that whole thing. There we go. Still not totally straight. This is why I'm not gluing as I'm going, because I want to make sure I have everything totally straight, and then I can go back and glue them down. Because these are not, they're just inexpensive little washies, and they're not very sticky. And they're very thin and fiddly, so I want to make sure I have them exactly where I want them before I commit any glue to them. See, that's still crooked. Obviously, I can't find a straight line today. There we go. That's better. All right, and then for this one, let's use this red and white polka dot, since it's not going to be very long anyway. I'm actually, since this hole is so big, I'm actually going to put it behind it. And then up. Like that. Now, I would like to have some kind of sentiment or something right there, just to kind of finish off that little bottom piece of the card. Let me see what I have. Get my Christmas book here. I didn't pull it out before because I didn't know exactly. Oh, I have one that says ornaments. But we already have ornaments on there, so we won't do that. Oops. I know I have another one of those Shiny Bright. I have a couple of those actually. See, here's one for the tree hangers. Here's one. It's too wide to get on there good. Oh, I could put a price tag on there too. Here's one for Christmas snow. There's another one for Christmas snow. Needed something smaller though. That says greetings. That one says merry and bright. The magic of Christmas. Tis the season. Oh look, there's one with ornaments on it. That's overkill, I think. Love and peace. I like these colors with what we've done. There's merry and bright and red. No, I like the ones with black. There's a little steampunk Santa. What's this one? No, wrong shape. I think it's going to be this one, guys. And I'm going to put it on some foam tape. Okay. I think that will do it. And I will go back and glue those washi tapes down before I put them in my book, just so, or in my box over here, so that, you know, they won't come loose. But there it is. There's our ornament, or Christmas holiday decoration, I think is what she called it. And then this one is wreath. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you're interested in doing this, again, it's Amy with Crafty Cat. And she does have a playlist that has all the previous weeks if you want to start at the beginning. And I don't think that's a criteria. I think you can start whenever you'd like. But check it out. Check out our channel. She's got a lot of cool stuff going on over there. And I'm sure she'd appreciate you stopping by to see her. And see what she's got going on. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys back on Sunday. Until then, everybody have a great weekend. Bye.